What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to be recapping day 2 of the Nationals. And to kick this video off, we are jumping into a insane matchup that I haven't seen in a while. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I've ever seen this actually. We got Stanley Wu versus Tavo. Tavo, easily one of the best singles players to ever do it, ever. Stanley's on the up and up. Big park player, not a big tournament player. This is going to be interesting. Tavo rocking the Bumblebee shades. Stanley hits that ball out with his left. We got punch serves from Tavo. It looked like that was going out. Might get a block, though. And we haven't seen Tavo in a while, but that left to right is just like in his arsenal. It's literally just in his arsenal, chat. Like, I haven't seen someone with a more competent left than Tavo in a while. He just moves that ball so effortlessly, so effectively. Especially with that left to right. I seen him short hop it. I seen him back up and take it high. His sidearm is just so solid with the left. It's just so solid, so powerful. Good shot from Stanley. Stanley taking a deep breath after that volley. We're at 2 serving 4. Oh my, this is the left I'm talking about, y'all. Name a player with a better left than Tavo. I will wait. I'll wait. Who can hit the ball left to right corner like that with their left from the long line? I know some of you guys in the comments, some of you go, oh no, I can do that. Show me. Show me. Record it, post it, and show me. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. If it's not on camera, it didn't happen. I don't believe you. Oh, somebody blocked the camera right there, and we got an ad. We got another ad, chat. We got another ad. It's a long one, too. It is a long one. All right, here we go. All right, we're at 7-2. Let's skip around a little bit. Wow. We are at, oh my gosh, Tavo is frying. Tavo is stir-frying the young Stanley Wu right now. Can I say that? Can I say he's stir-frying him? Don't cancel me, y'all. Don't cancel me. Good left hand from Tavo. His left hand is just shining this game. And, okay, we're at... It's just so strong. It's just so strong. I love to see it, man. I love to see it. Not many people could manipulate the ball like that with their left. We're at point game, serving 3 right now. And we get a right to left corner to finish. Tavo takes it, guys. Or is game 25? Is game 20? Hello? Game is 25. Game is 25. My bad. 21-3. Game is 25. Can Tavo under 5 Stanley Wu? Can Tavo under 5 Stanley Wu? Mind you, Stanley crushed Julio. Tavo's doing to Stanley what Stanley did to Julio. We're at 22 serving 3. Big serve to the left. Right hand to left corner. Big serve to the left. Right hand to left corner. Again, big serve to the left. Left hand to right corner comes up short. Tavo just hitting that ball a little bit harder than Stanley. A lot harder, honestly. I'm being generous, but he's hitting that ball a lot harder. And this is just so finesse, chat. Tavo has drives, he has whips, he has cross courts, he has spikes, all with his left hand. Look at this whip. that ends up going right between his legs. That is just peak handball. That's peak singles right there. Again, guys, hitting the ball at himself. He hits the ball at himself. You're going to see over and over again the top players hit the ball at themselves. Hit the ball at themselves. And we're at match point. Serving 3. Big serve to the left. Left hand to right corner, and it kills. Stanley just kind of barely gets there, but isn't able to get a hand on it. Wow. Okay, we got singles. Now, Lore was playing fairly good in day 1 yesterday. It's day 2 now. He's playing against Pito. Pito is a veteran, and he is, he's also one of the best players to ever do it. Really good in singles, really good in doubles. Somebody's out in their bathing suit. Okay, the beach is right there, to be fair. The beach is literally a few feet from this park, from this court. We're at 20 serving 1. Wow, is day 2? Are we just going to get blowouts? Is this blowout day? What's going on, chat? We just getting blowout after blowout? Beautiful ball movement. I honestly want to rewind a little bit. I want to see, how does one... Oh my gosh, not another one. How does one put so many ads in a video? No, I want to see, how does one just dominate a player who played so sharp yesterday? He was playing really steady yesterday, Lore. He was running everything down. Now, Pito is a huge serve and kill player, so I wouldn't be surprised if he relies on nice deep serves and kill shots after that. Looked like that lob was going to be good. It might have just went over, though. We're at 9 serving 1. Pito calls his own serve long. Oh my gosh, good dive from Pito. That was a beautiful dive. That deserves a slow-mo. Did we get a slow-mo on that? No? We'll slow-mo it ourselves then. This is good form, guys. If a lot of people ask me how to dive, this is the form for it. This is the form for it. You do it gently. You don't have to do these big huge flops. You know what I mean? Pito tracks the ball down. He makes sure he gets his hand on it, and then he gently sits down. He's just like sitting down. He gently sits down. Once his hand is off the ball, he uses it to prop himself up, and then the next hand. Just to, and then you let the legs swing and just do what they do. You don't want to fight the fall. You don't want to fight it. Let the momentum just go through your body. You guys remember Avatar when they redirected the lightning? They were like, you don't got to fight it. You let it come in, and you let it go out. You just move with the momentum. And he made sure he hit a good shot. You want to make sure you hit a good shot before you hit the deck. The better the shot, the better the shot, the better chance you get of not just getting abused while you're on the floor. You know what I mean? My nose is itchy. Outside with the left from Lore. We're at 21. One beautiful left hand from Pito. Pito looks like he's in the zone. Pito looks like he's in the zone, brother. And Lore just kind of just hanging in there. Lore's just kind of getting moved around. Good power. And a beautiful left to right. Wait, how's that not a... Is there a rule I'm missing here? Chat, anywhere else that's a ball on immediately. I think there's a new rule that I'm missing. And I think I missed it in the McFilth game. I think the players have to call ball on. Or the ball has to interfere with the play, clearly. Which it didn't really. The ball didn't really interfere with the play there, technically speaking. So seems like they're getting that cop-out call out of the game. But it is sort of a visual distraction at the same time. What do you guys think about that? Should ball-ons just be automatic how they usually are? As soon as that ball crosses the yellow, it's a call? Or does it have to objectively impede a player on the court or affect the game in some way, you know? Does it have to be close to the players? Or is it enough that it's a visual obstruction? Okay, so Laura says, hey, it was a ball on. Pito said, look, were you getting that shot? So that might be the caveat. You might have to have a chance at the ball. I think that's what's going on. I think you might have to have a chance at the ball. Okay, so Laura's subscribing to the old rule set where as soon as the ball is on, it's a call. It looks like Jared and Larry are gonna reassert here that look, unless you have a chance at the shot, you got no call, brother. You got no call. Phil in the background saying give him a take two. It seems like there's new rules. It seems like there's a new rule set that I'm just now getting privy to. I don't know how I feel about it yet. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I'm gonna have to sit on that. I don't know how I feel about that exactly. Interesting. It's interesting. All right, we got a doubles game. That was that game. Shout out to both those players. Let's get into the next game. We got Edwin and Taiwan versus Julio and Brian, and this is the Opens division. We got Brian playing in two divisions. It seems like he's playing in the AB and the Open. Taiwan as well. Playing in the AB and the Open. Brian took out Taiwan's team in the AB. Now we got Taiwan and Edwin versus Julio and Brian. Edwin representing the new school, I want to say, but he is seasoned though at the same time. I think he was in the same class as Dan Petrie, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. As far as like becoming a pro and just reaching that next level. And we heard in an interview recently that, you know, he's good on power side as well. We usually see him on the right side. I played ABs with him, and he's done fairly good on power side. Let's see what this game does. Julio doesn't seem to be playing as sharp as I've seen him play. But we're at 12-15. Nasty kill shot from Julio. It's like he heard me. It's like he heard me. He said word. Oh, word. Nasty. Nasty shot. That was crispy. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is a longer stream, so we got to get through it. Let's get through it. This is day two. Edwin and Taiwan are going to take their first time out at 21-16. And we got point. Oh, sorry. Here we go. We're at point game, serving 16. Edwin rocking the cross, green shoes. Hitting that ball hard. Everyone is. Nasty right to right, sorry, to finish that game. Brian is nowhere to be found. Okay, let's move on. Dan and Sam versus Paulie and Miggs. Well, okay, this is an interesting team. This is what I mean about interesting teams. I never would have thought I'd see Dan Petrie and Sam Clutch playing in a doubles. In an open doubles. Paulie and Miggs is one of my favorite doubles teams. they're pretty entertaining. They both add a different dynamic to the game. Paulie's a little more mental. He's a little more of a sharp shooter. Miggs is a good shooter as well. He's all around just athletic at the same time. And both of these guys are good with calls. You know, both of these guys are pretty good with calls. So they're definitely a force. No scoreboard on this one. Oh, there's a scoreboard. Okay, let's fast forward through a little bit. And let's see. And one thing about Miggs is, and look, anything I say here, guys, I'll say it to the person too. Okay, I'm not one of those people that's gonna hide behind the camera. Not to say I'm a tough guy or anything like that, but I have opinions. You know, I am opinionated. One thing about Miggs is you can expect a little back and forth when you play against Miggs. You know, you can expect a little back and forth. You know what I'm saying? At least once or twice, something's gonna happen. You can expect a little something. A lean, something in the league, something. Let's see what happens here. Let's actually break it down and see what happens. Beautiful drive up the middle from Paulie. What a spot. Paulie's a veteran, by the way, too. Miggs as well. Both of the back team are veterans. I want to say Paulie has a little more skin in the game. He's been in a little bit longer. We get a block ball call there on that little tiny shrug from Dan. And we're at 13, serving 11. Dan's going to serve middle. What's Sam going to do with it? Out to Paulie. Good power from Sam. Sam just teeing off on that ball. And he tries to place it in front of him. Miggs is there, though. Okay, we got a little hold it call. Paulie calls this hold it right here. This is interesting because Dan moved out the way. And remember what I told you guys, both these players in the back are fairly good with calling like calls. Like they know the rules. They're gonna bring up something in the rules. So he calls this lean right here. Dan's gonna say no. Sam says no way. Miggs is like, yeah, he did do a little move. Yep. He definitely did move out the way. Yeah. That's a hold it. Was it timely? I don't know how timely it was. But Jared's gonna give that call. That's fair. It was a pretty obvious moving. Whether you move out the way, in the way, a moving is a moving. You know, were you moving or not? Point blank period. Were you moving or not? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I only moved a little bit. Oh, yeah. Were you moving or not? Were you moving or not? You know what I'm saying? It's like moving is like a light switch. It's either off or it's on. There's nothing. There's no like, oh, it was kind of in the middle. Like, unless you got those slider light switches. You know what I'm saying? If you're bougie, if you got it like that, you got those slider light switches, which are fire. My grandma has one of those. On a couple of their lights, it goes hard. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you don't want it all the way off. You just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you got one of these, actually, you know what I'm saying? Like if you got one of those, you know what I'm saying? This is the clicker. It's not really the slider, but we gonna get there eventually. But unless it's like that, it's just a light switch. It's you either move or you don't. All right, let's fast forward through. We got a lot of games to go through today on day 2. Today is day 2. We got a lot of games to go through. You love me, then I love you. All right, so we're at 8-4, 18-14, Sam and Dan. I think this is going to be a battle, though. Let's fast forward a little bit more. We're at 22-16. Jared with the pimp walk. This is the host, by the way, Jared. Shout out to Jared, great guy. Great guy. He's been hosting these tournaments for a long time. Just putting a lot of his heart, soul, and passion into it. And he does it for the love of the game. He literally does it for the love of the game. Literally. And the love of the players. Real good guy. He's a gem. He's a gem in the community. He plays and he hosts. You know, in his tournaments, he does the works. Food, you know what I'm saying? Fruits, snacks, water, the whole works. Gatorades, whatever you need. Like, he gets the players right. He gets the players right. Big payouts, you know what I'm saying? First place through 8th place. Bonus prizes for different things, like all types of stuff. Good ball movement from Miggs right here. And we get a block call. Great reset from Sam. Dan airing that ball out. We need consistency here. We need consistency here. The back team needs to keep it together. Because, you know, the front team are veterans. They can very well bring this game back. Very well bring this game back. Beautiful power drive to the middle. Meanwhile, he had left corner open. He decided to drive middle. We're at 17-23. This game could go either way. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you, this game could go either way. Good hands from everybody here. Everybody moving that ball assertively. Sam puts a little too much on that ball. Let's keep it up. 18. Ooh. Ooh. We're at point game. Point game 18. They gotta close. If not now, they gotta do it soon. I'm not saying they have to do it now. They gotta do it soon. Miggs is teeing off. You don't want Miggs teeing off like that. You don't want Miggs teeing off, and you don't want to give Paulie soft shots that he can snipe. We're at point game 18. Second man and only one serve. No pressure. All right. No pressure, Dan. Only one serve. Okay. He kept it in. Okay. Hold it call. Fair. We're back at point game. We get a ball on. I think we got a ball on. Or ball was wet. Okay. It's barely wet, according to Jared. Ball was barely wet, but wet is wet. Again, it's like a light switch. Was it wet or not? We can redo it on the serve. On the serve, you can redo it if the ball is wet. Dan's going to hit the ball in front of himself. Paulie shooting. And Miggs tried to get in there with a underhand shot of himself. It went a little too low. And that's game. And that's game. We're at 25-18. Okay, Sam and Dan take it. Nice. Very impressive. All right, we got a girls' game. We got Caitlin and Iris versus Jasenia and Mel, the two twins. Okay, the Garate twins. Two of the best female girl doubles players in the game. Iris and Caitlin, two of the best players. This is the open girls doubles for sure. This is the open girls doubles for sure. This should be interesting. I haven't seen the twins playing together. I haven't seen them playing together in a while, so this is interesting. They usually have fairly good chemistry. They've been competing for a long time, mind you. I've never seen Iris and Caitlin play together. Beautiful right to left, though, from Caitlin. And they're both good in their own right. Both these teams are good in their own rights. 8-13, the twins with the lead by 6? 5. By 5. In the lead by 5. Nobody there in the middle. Iris said, look, you got to let me know. I could have been there, but you have to let me know. Iris in the red shoes. Caitlin on the left in the fitted. Beautiful right to left. A lot of torque. A lot of torque on that right to left. You look closely, a lot of that power comes from her legs. You see the pivot. See her pivot. Yeet. Beautiful rotation on that right to left. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. These are some of the best female players in the world. Literally. Some of the best female players in the world. Right to right. Goes out too much. That's a tricky shot, especially when you're behind Caitlin. You don't have a lot of room. Nice right to left in front of her partner again. I think if you're Iris, you want to put that ball in front of Caitlin. You know, use your partner as an obstacle. Same thing for Caitlin. Use Iris as an obstacle. Hit the ball at each other. Nasty shot right in front of herself. I keep telling you guys, put that ball in front of yourself. Watch how hard you make your opponent's lives. Watch how hard you make it for your opponents to return that ball. We're at 12-20. Where's the money? If you want the honey, don't break the beehive. Behave. Work hard. We slave. All right. Somebody in the background telling the ladies to work hard. That's all they're doing right now. That's all they're doing is working hard. Good call right there. Good call. That was a good call. And I believe game is going to be 25, but Caitlin and Iris are going to look to score a few more. Let's see if they can hold them. Nope, they got point game. Karate Twins with point game 14. 24-4, 14, 4 up. Nasty shot right there from Melanie. First, she gets herself a setup by placing the ball in front of her sister. Boom. This first shot right here in front of her sister, she makes Iris. She cuts off the line of sight from Iris and cuts off her she cuts off her swing by making her kind of swing around her sister and her partner. Hit something soft, and she just doubles down on that right side. Hits it a little bit deeper that time. Iris is not able to get to it. I wonder what her shirt says right there. If you need a pat on the back, go get a massage. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Shout out to those girls, man, coming out and competing. Shout out to those girls. Now we have Tavo and Pito, two veterans in the game. Tavo, Tavo just in a league of his own, man. He's bringing out the punch serve, guys. And his punch serve I found to be kind of like hit or miss. Today, it's hitting. And when it's hitting, it's hitting. When it's missing, it's missing. When it's hitting, it's hitting. Today, it seems to be hitting. Nasty right to left. That right to left is hitting as well. Fairly consistently. Ooh, this return looked like it had a little cut on it. Looked like it had a little cut on it. If you're playing against Tavo, you got to pull out all the stops. You got to manipulate that ball every which way you can. Because he's so athletic. He's so fast. And, his hands are just out of this world. Everybody, his name precedes him. Everyone knows Tavo. Everybody knows Tavo. Good drive up the right line. All right, we got point game serving 2. Point game serving 2. Serves it to the right and the left hand to the left. Beautiful left hand kill shot. Just effortless, man. Tavo makes hitting the ball with your left hand look easy, and not just hitting it, but killing it, lobbing it, whipping it, slicing it, rolling it, like cross court, passing shot, hitting it right at you, hitting it right in front of himself. He literally makes every shot look easy with his left hand. I'm like this close to just getting up and going to the park right now. I'm right here with it. I can't watch too much Tavo before I gotta get outside. Oh man, do y'all get that too? Like y'all see some good gameplay and y'all are like, yo, I gotta go outside and try some of that. I swear I get that every time I watch Tavo. Every time. All right, this is an interesting matchup. We got Taiwan Cook versus David Velez. Now this is sort of a grudge match if I'm not mistaken, because a couple years ago David Velez beat Taiwan Cook before beating Nazir to win King of the Courts. And that year I think a lot of people expected Taiwan to take it. We're at 3-3 now. Larry briefing the players on something. Can't really hear him. But let's fast forward a little bit. Nas moving the camera there. All right, we're centered. We're back centered. Okay. Taiwan taking a quick lead. Utilizing that right to left serve. I love this strategy from Taiwan. He serves it to the left, and then he places the next ball in the right corner. And he does it like pretty consistently. That time he went with a drive. Left hand to right corner though. Bam. This is like, he's like AI with this sequence. He's literally like AI with this sequence. Deep serve to the left, and then the next shot to the right corner. And I'm talking about a winner to the left corner. To the right corner rather. He went for it there, he missed it. We're at 17 zip, 17-10. Good hands from David. One thing about David, man, is he's going to move that ball. You know, he's not the fastest player, but when he gets to the ball, he moves it. He moves it or he kills it. So, really want to get that ball out of his hands. You know, you don't want to give him a chance to plant his feet and hit the ball however, you know, he intends to. You want him running off, you know, you want him running for it or a little bit awkward. Beautiful sequence right here. Serve to the left and left hand straight. Very crispy. We're at 12-17. Left hand to right corner. Love to see it. Love to see it. Just catches his opponent off guard. Watch Taiwan run up right here. Catch David off guard and just put that soft serve away. It was a soft serve, but nothing about it was sweet. I thought I had something there. My bad. I thought I tried to put something together there.
17-12.
Nice angle. And right to left corner that time. Nice.
18-12.
Taiwan working that serve. Love this serve. It's very Pee-wee-esque. Very Pee-wee-esque. Pee-wee used to serve like that. But he would whip it. Pee-wee would whip it. Taiwan's more of a flat hander, which is kind of more my speed. I like the flat hand style. Ooh, interesting, interesting. I like that. Changing the elevation on that ball is Taiwan. We're at 23-16. David taking some deep breaths from the back of the court. Nasty kill shot from Taiwan. We're at point game. Taiwan versus David. This is the grudge match. And David hit the ball out. It looked like it went out on the wall and landed in on the court. They're going to appeal it. Let's see what the slow-mo does. Sometimes in fast speed, you can't tell. That was out. That was definitely out. We slow it down, and it was out. But let's see what the line ref said. Yeah, that's game. Okay. Very nice. Taiwan back at it again with the singles, man. Wow. You know, I spoke to Taiwan earlier this year and at the end of last year, and he said, look, I'm not playing any more singles until 2025. And he's back. He's back at it, and I'm excited to see it. I really enjoy watching Taiwan play singles. He's another one of those players who, like, I can really sit through a full game. There's not a lot of players I can sit through a full game of. Taiwan's one of those players. Super impressive. I really enjoy his singles. And speaking of singles, we got a female matchup. Two titans in the female singles world. Two of maybe the best female singles players out right now. Maybe two of the best. There's a couple other ones who are at that level, but in my opinion, these two are my best. Like if I had to pick a top two, I'd say these two. We got Melanie Garate versus Jenny Q. Jenny Q just won a male B doubles recently, which is kind of funny and very impressive. So this is gonna be a matchup. These two usually battle a lot. And we're at 2-3 to start. 2-3 to start. Good serve up the right. Melanie gets it. Another really good retrieval. Jenny moving that ball well. Nice left hand drive. And a left hand kill to finish the volley. Well deserved applause from the crowd after that play. Let's fast forward a little bit. Jenny Q taking the lead. She might be a little more in tune with her singles. Haven't seen Melanie competing all that much recently. Up to a good lead at 10-4. 10-4, Roger, 11-4. And we're at 11-4. Let's see what Melanie claps back with. Kill shot from the long line. Touche. Touche. All right, we're at 4-11. Do we get a timeout? No timeout here? No timeout? Looks like she's going to play it through. That's a fire shirt Jenny's wearing. I wonder who made that shirt. It's kind of tough. That is kind of tough. The left hand for Melanie. The next one's an unforced error, and she says to herself, it's so effing simple. She's going to readjust her hair. Maybe it's the bun. I know for me personally, I got to have my hair in a bun when I'm playing. I can't have, I don't like my hair impeding me. Big setup gets punished. And we are at triple right now, guys. We are at triple, 12 serving 4. Speaking of hair, Jenny Q removed any possibility of her hair bothering her. She cut her hair nice and short. She's aerodynamic. She might be the most aerodynamic female player right now because of her haircut. Big drive goes way out, too strong. Melanie showing some visible signs of frustration. Oh my. Oh my gosh, the left hand is left in. Oh. Holy moly. Hold on. Turn me up, chat. Turn me up, chat. This is a game. This is a game. Somebody said timeout in the crowd. This wouldn't be a bad idea for Melanie. Jenny Q just needs to keep doing what she's doing. She's serving that ball hard. And she's killing it even harder. Fast forward a little bit. I think this is going to be a wash. I'm not going to lie. I think Jenny is just she's just too in tune. She's literally just too in tune. Melanie working a little comeback, though. Working a little comeback. Okay, she got up to 12. We're at point game, serving 12. Point game, serving 12. I wonder if this is the finals for the girls. It might be. Nice right hand to the right side. Sheesh. Y'all, is it safe to say that Jenny Q is the best female handball player in the world? I'm stamping it, y'all. I'm stamping it. She's my best female player. I'm saying it out loud. I think she's the best. I don't think anyone can touch her in singles or doubles for that matter. I'm not gonna lie, but she's a singles player. I will say that doubles, I feel like you can't. Well, that's not true. You can say some players are just good doubles player, regardless of their partner. You know, you got guys like Gerardo. You got guys like D-Boy. You know, who just have doubles down to a T. There's a lot of other players who have it down to a T and do really well with anybody. But yeah, Jenny Q is wow. Super impressive. Super impressive. All right, we got a doubles game. Speaking of players who are really solid in doubles, Alan and Carlene are two really good doubles players. You know, super good doubles players. Alan's one of my favorites, although he has kind of been out the game for a little bit. So I wonder what he's gonna bring to the table today. Carlene's really good on support side. He's a lefty, so the middle is not a problem. This game, the middle's not going to be a problem. And this is an interesting team because we usually see Allen on the right side. So this is going to be interesting. I feel like I'm watching two right side players play doubles. Although Allen's power side, he does have a power side. It's just rare. It's just rare that you really see it. Sam and Dan did pretty good last round. I think they're in tune with each other. Let's see what happens this game. The back team color coordinated, representing Impact Pro with the yellow and purple. Both with the Nike socks, purple and yellow. Go hustle from Sam. Beautiful right to left from Allen to start this game off. Kicking it off. Dan's going to switch to power side to serve. To no avail, though. We're going to fast forward a little bit. Alan and Carlene are just breezing through this game. 14-7 double. And we got a slow-mo. What got slow-mo here? Okay, we missed it. Oh, here we go. All right, so you see Sam get off balance here. We're at 14 serving 10. Allen shooting that ball at his partner. Sam takes position. No block call. But it looks like we have Sam moving back into his own shot. It looked like he got out of position. He tried to anticipate the next shot, but he did it too early. In my opinion, he's out for that. The ref said it's a hold it. The ref is Glenn. So, you know, when you have Glenn reffing, guys, you're gonna expect some funny business. Okay, you're gonna expect some funny business. So, I wouldn't be surprised if they get a block. But let's see what the slow mo is giving. Maybe I stand to be corrected. Let's see what the slow mo is giving. Okay, so no block was called there. Sam hit the ball behind Carlene's back and immediately proceeds to start shimmying back to the left. And he ends up having to dodge his own ball. Right, so right here, Sam has to stay right behind Carlene. But instead, he starts shimmying to the left. Was it intentional? Absolutely not. Sam's not a dirty player. You know, he's hitting at Michael Jackson though. He's not a dirty player, but he's hitting that smooth criminal. Hey. Let's see what the ref says here. That boy hit that joint. Hold on. Okay, so the ref calls it a block ball. That's strike 2 for Glenn. Strike 2, brother. That's strike 2. I'm sorry. That's strike 2. Forgot what happened earlier. Or was it on day 1? Something was just, it was just a crazy call. Let's see if that affects the game. It doesn't seem like it's affecting the game too much. 19-15. Allen and Carlene are still proceeding to do their thing. We got another controversial call right here. Should we take a look at it? See what happens here. Good kill shot from Allen. We're at 20, serving 15. Game is 25 though, so this is not point game. Big serve from Carlene goes out. Can he keep it in on the second serve? Let's see. Let's see if he can keep it in. Goes safe. Okay. He goes safe. Dan tees off. Allen kind of just placing the ball on the wall. And he doesn't have to force anything. Goes right corner though. And we get a block ball. The ref calls at that time. So we're at 2 serves now. 20, serving 15. Again, game is 25. We get another long. 1 serve. Carlene hits it in front of himself. Again, using his own body. Nice dig from Allen. Dan has a setup. Big pick from Carlene. That was a good save. We get a block ball here. Interesting. Looked like he hit it into Dan. Right? This was good teamwork right here. Good cover from Carlene. Way to just like predict that Dan wasn't going down the line, right? He left down the line completely open and just covered for Allen. Allen's gonna just make his way over to the right side. Business as usual. Everything's flowing. And Dan moved as well. Dan moved as well. So yeah, all right. So somebody said, why was that a hold it? They must be blind or something. If they weren't sure why that was a hold it. Not only did he move, but Allen also hit the ball into Dan. That was a clear moving. No question about that one. Literally no question at all. Good ball moving from Sam. Allen's gonna call a skip ball. So that's a tough one to call. I don't think he's being dishonest. I'm not sure if the ref will agree to that call unless the ball has visible moisture on it though. So it looks like the ref's gonna ask the side ref. And it looks like they might get that one. I don't see why Allen would lie. And it looks like they're calling skip balls even during the volley, which is interesting. So that's a little bit different. Usually it's only on your serve. But seems like you can call that at any point here. We're at point game, 24-18. Allen and Carlene. Nice kill shot from Allen. Left side, sorry. Right hand to left side. Beautiful spot. Wow. And they got their own handshake and everything. Okay. Fire. Oh, they got a handshake too. Wait, what the hell? What the hell? That was fire. That was fire. Shout out to those players, man. That was fun to watch. And again, guys, a lot of these games, these full games, you could find them on 10's Finest page. They should be up at some point. We're just summarizing them. We're just summarizing them, giving commentary. And this is all fair use, by the way. This is all fair use stuff. There is no copyright infringement or anything like that. I'm literally summarizing, providing my own take, my own commentary, and this is transformative content. So yeah, I'm basically watching it. So for those of you who don't have time to just watch every single game, I'm giving you guys the breakdown. I'm giving you the summary. The next match is Allen and Paulie versus Sam and Andre. Okay, Sam Clutch and Dre versus Allen and Paulie. Is this a tournament match? What? How many divisions are there? What division is this? Is this a different opens? Like what? Like how many games are there? How many different Divisions are there. Nasty right to left corner from Sam Clutch. Sheesh lo bish. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Y'all, by the way, y'all, Dre makes gloves. And they're really good, actually. They're really good quality gloves. So, oh, we got a little stumble from Paulie. No call was made, though. No call was made. Interesting. I think he had a block there for sure. He had a block there. He had to give him space, though. He was supposed to move out of his way a little faster, right? When you lob somebody, I give him room to move back. Back it up. Oh, good hands from Allen. Nice lob return right under his partner's legs. Paulie hits it. And Dre gets jammed. We're at 1-1. New game. And this is anybody's game. This really is anybody's game. Let's fast forward a little bit. Sam serves up the middle. You gotta wonder how much fatigue is playing a factor in these players. Dre is the only one fresh here, I believe. We've seen the other players play some hard games so far. So they're either really warm or they're getting tired. You know, one or the other. Good hands from Paulie. Very smart drive from Dre. Good hands all around. Just showing competency with both hands at Sam Clutch. And the right hand to right corner. Finally gets past Paulie. We're at 6-9 right now. Let's fast forward a little bit. Dre's going to take a TO. We got something here. What is this? This is what we want to see. What's going on? We want to break down some of these controversial calls. Powerful left hand from Dre. Left to left gets returned by Sam. It's the lefty shooter, Paulie. So Allen is pointing out that Dre called out. Now, you're not allowed to call out and the ball not land out. So if you say out and the ball stays in, then you're at fault for that. That's how they're playing in this rule set. In other rule sets, it doesn't matter what you say. You can say anything as long as you do it on your own shot. But here, they consider calling out as too it's too much of an official call. You can accidentally cause players to stop playing, you know, because they think it's a ref's call. So for that reason, you cannot call out, from my understanding, right? So let's see if we could hear it here. See if we can hear it. I didn't hear anything. But it did look like the ball could have been going out. It's possible somebody set out on this shot right here. Not this one, but let's see. This one from Allen, it seemed like this shot might have been going out. If anybody called it, it would have been here. But it seemed like they were both going for it, though. So which one of them would have called it? You know, which one of them would have called it? Allen said that Dre called it, which is interesting because Dre looked like he was going for it the whole time. You know? It seemed like he jumped for it right away. So I can't believe that Dre would have said out here. Maybe Sam said out, maybe. But then it's like, you're calling out the wrong person. Sam kind of looks suspicious. I don't want to, I don't like saying people look a certain way. But I don't know. Paulie's just kind of sitting there smiling. He's not getting super defensive. He's just like, really, bro? Really? So yeah, if nobody heard it, you know, you can't do anything. So that's one of the tough things about that call is that you need somebody close enough to hear it. Maybe Jose right here with the camera heard it. He's not an official ref or anything. No one's going to ask him if he heard it. You know, there's no like auditory refs who are sitting there listening. You got one line ref back here. You got one line ref back here. Everyone's in the back. You know, so if you're up here and you whisper something, no one's hearing you. No one's hearing you. Paulie said, look, you said it, but it's all right, bro. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, so it's loud. Somebody's playing a radio. Nobody's hearing that call. But, you know, all right, they tried it. They got a little timeout. Best case scenario, they got a little bit of a break. I'm not saying, I'm not saying anyone's lying or who's right, who's wrong. It's just one of those things where player integrity it's expected, but it's not like a lot of players are not going to fess up to that, especially that being kind of a newer type of rule. Why would you admit that you know what I'm saying? Say they did say out. Why would you admit that? You know? Oh yeah, my bad. I called it out. Meanwhile, in every single park, nobody plays with that rule set. You know, everybody just plays everything out. Now, if you talk on your opponent's shot, that's a whole different story. Now you're impeding my shot. So, you know, that's a different story. You know, but it's a pretty harmless call. You know, nobody thought. You know, nobody stopped playing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody stopped playing.
10-6.
We're at 10-6. This game it's not neck and neck, but it's not a blowout. And it can go either way. I think Dre is the X factor here. Good call there. Hold it. I think Dre is the X factor, depending on how sturdy he is this game. Team Philly can take this. We're at 14. We're at 7-14. First man, I believe. Let's see what Philly does on offense. Dre's left has gotten so much better, by the way. Oh my gosh. Nasty left to right there. His left has gotten way better than when I first saw him a few years ago. Very impressive. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. And it's so nice to see players progress. Beautiful spot from Sam. Good hustle from Paulie. He sends that one out. Paulie's not happy with that one. Paulie is his toughest critic, by the way. He's definitely one of his toughest critics. You're gonna know when he's upset for sure. You know, he's not gonna hide it. Good kill shot right there. Dre kind of shimmies in with a backhand. He tells Sam, "Yeah, I should have hit it higher." And Sam said, "Yo, you can't tap it like that." And he's right. He's right. Against the lefty shooter, Paulie loves soft shots. He loves soft shots. And he's not afraid to shoot. Ooh. That's going to be a point for the simple fact that Dre hit the ball to the right side of his body and then proceeded to move to the right. So, well, it actually cut off the wall. So, I don't agree with this call from the ref because the ball did, at first glance, it looks like he shot it to the right side of his body, but it actually had like a cross court kind of trajectory. And yeah, that ball was closer to going on the left side of him. It just so happened he had to move to the right and his opponent was on the right. That's unfortunate. That's tough, man. That's tough. You know, I like Larry's reffing. That one I personally disagree on. Let me know what you guys think, though, about that one. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about that one. You know, it looked like he hit it to the right, but then it looked like it cut a little bit. You know, it definitely had a little slice action on it. Sam showing visible signs of fatigue and frustration. Oh, long ball. Ay, ay, ay. Allen with the lefty kill shot just for practice. Sheesh. 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 Allen and Paulie targeting the B player on the court, Dre. Which is smart. Which is very smart. Good try from Sam. He's fast, but that was a good lob. That was just a good lob. And Sam exhausted at this point. This won't be a bad time for a timeout. Not for nothing. Not for nothing. Even the best athletes have to take timeouts. You know, I don't care how fit you are, how in shape you are. Tavo takes timeouts. Taiwan takes timeouts. Timbo takes timeouts. They all take timeouts, y'all. You know, I don't care how much of an athlete that you are. Timeouts are strategic. Good shot from Allen. Way to tee off on that ball. Allen just kind of just doing what he wants with the ball. He's playing I think he's the most consistent on the court right now, Allen. Definitely the most consistent on the court right now. See if Team Philly can close the gap a little bit. It's 18-9, double right now. And the lob goes a little bit over, it looks like. Just over. We're at first man, 9-18. What can they do with it on offense? Good get. Beautiful get from Sam, another one. Allen just effortlessly dropping that ball to the bottom of the court. A little too nonchalant on that one, though. A little too nonchalant on that one. Team Philly is going to break 10. They're not going to get under 10 here. That's big in the handball space. Whether you get, you know, under 10, that's a big thing. They broke 10. They broke 10, so that's good. That's good for them. Trey gets jammed with his left hand. Sam's going to have to work here. Sam's going to have to come in clutch. He's going to have to clutch this. It's a lot of points. A lot of points to cover. 7 points right now. Block ball. Sam's going to have to clutch here. Another block. They're just abusing each other with the ball. Beautiful return. Dre has to be there. Dre has to be there. He needs to get up a little bit faster. He doesn't need to be looking he doesn't need to be looking at the middle right now, you know, Dre. You know, especially with a guy like Sam on your power side, you need to be looking at that right corner, right? His left foot should not move any more to the left. No, see, he's going right into trying to go right into the middle. He should be going a little bit to the right. Should be going a little bit to the right. And feet should be planted already. His left foot should be like here, so that he could just pivot. But he does get there. He does get there. He didn't commit though. He didn't commit. You know, even with his feet not being in an ideal spot, he still almost got it. It looks like Allen and Paulie are gonna take this. I think Allen and Paulie are gonna take this. Nasty shot from Sam. We get a screen from Dre. Talk to me. The left hand misses. Sam looked like he wanted that. Good kill shot. Ooh, we get a lefty kill from Dre. Guys, when I tell you Dre's left hand has gotten way better, it's to the point where, like, shots where he would have shimmied over, he's not shimmying over anymore. You know, he's just, if his left is there, he's taking the ball with his left. Like here. Battling the lefty shooter, fires back with a shot of his own with his left. Okay. Okay. All right, let's fast forward a little bit more. Ooh, big dive right here. Hold on now. Hold on now. We're at 23-14. We are in the fourth quarter of this match. The front team has to close out at some point. They got to close out at some point. They can't keep giving Philly chances to work, because they will put in the work. They will put in the work. And look, you could say one player is better, one team is better on paper, but every dog has their day. Every dog has their day. Good dive from Allen. He leaves that ball for his partner. Good chemistry, good teamwork. And I expected Paulie to call blocks. He didn't there. Another duck out the way from Allen. Oh my gosh, he's just putting full trust in his partner. He's just putting full trust in his partner. And that was good ball movement. Good job on Team Philly's part. Just keeping that ball. Just beating their opponent while they're down. That's the play. That is the play. Hit it to the player on the floor. Right, 16-23. Philly looking to make a little comeback here. Great ball movement. They scored 2. 17-23. See if they could keep it up. Ay, ay, ay. Beautiful shot from Allen. You can't put it in his right hand like that. Can't give it to his right hand like that. Paulie awkward right now. Off balance. And a block ball. One thing about Paulie is he's going to draw that block ball. Back up to serve are the 2 veterans. The 2 New Yorkers. Team Philly. Trying to play defense a little too much on that drive, that left-hand drive. We're at point game 17. This is the last match of the day. Paulie's going to try to play Dre here. Allen goes left corner. Sam's there. Sam's been covering left corner really well, by the way. Like, really, really well. Oh, this is tricky. This is... Hold it. Yeah, hold it. Do we not... Oh, no call. No call. I think Sam expected Dre to be there. He expected, and that's a fair expectation, right? Sam is awkward. We know Sam's not moving, right? Dre could wrap around at that point, right? Sam committed a little too much, right? This was any of their shots, but once Sam committed and kind of got awkward, Dre's in the back. He has full, he's fully in his right to move around at this point. All right, especially if he's backing up. Good lob from Paulie. That was the smart shot. Worst case scenario, Sam could have drew a block. Allen kind of took his time getting out the way, but no call was made. No call was made, and that's game. That's game. That's the final game of the day. I'm not sure what division this was. If it was an open division, Sam a little frustrated with Dre, but they balled. They did their thing. 17-25 against a seasoned 8-player team is not bad at all. I think Sam knows Dre did good. He knows deep down Dre did good, and he also knows that Dre could do better. So that's the place he's coming from right now. That was day 2, guys. That was day 2 of Nationals. Hope you guys enjoyed that summary. I'm watching and going through the games, so you don't have to. For those of you, I know many of you guys have busy schedules, like myself, you don't have time to go through every game, so I'm doing it for you guys. Appreciate you guys. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this, if you found this helpful, if this saved you some time. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one for the day 3 recap. All right.